We're back in this field below my own house here, and the reason we're back is, well, that thing there, that roll of piping. This pipe is for our well, and I want to run a brand new pipe to it. So the pipe is buried the whole way up underneath our new yard space, but we need to take it down this bankment now, and we need to take it the whole way down the field here behind me, just dig a trench. So Jerry said as an option, maybe wait and I'll come back with a bigger digger when I'm in the area, and I'll put that down, because with the small one I'll be at it for several hours, with the big one I'll have it done in half the time. So that made perfect sense to me, and it just goes coincidental that Jerry is walking right beside me, and he rang me and he said, I'll throw that in for you tomorrow morning if you're there. So I wasn't going to say no to that. So that's where we're going to start off today's video, getting that pipe in. Now this is not going to be a straightforward job as just running a pipe the shortcut way across here, because I can't do that. This is the back hedge to my house, and there is a box which is a septic tank, the treatment system for our house. And out of the treatment system we have percolation. So percolation is basically whatever's left after everything is treated. It's supposed to be crystal clean. I wouldn't like to drink it, but it's supposed to be. So if you imagine what a boar's foot looks like, well, that's exactly what this is kind of done like. We have stems going down and then they're branching out the whole way down close to where that bottom hedge is. It covers quite a wide area. I can't fully remember exactly whereabouts everything is, 05, 06 when that was put in, but I know it's there and I don't want to be touching it. So my idea is we're going to come down here. If we have to get another roll, we get another roll. But we'll come down here, we'll go way down there with that pipe, we'll go right around it, and we'll come down along that fence line, the whole way down to the well. We do have pipes coming across here as well, coming down from the spout into the house, so have to be careful there too. I don't know how deep they are, they're in a long time now, but we're just going to have to try not to hit them. Another thing as well about that house down there is that we have power going down to it, an underground electric cable. So that electric cable used to run right through where my house sits now behind us, up to my home house, and it was wired into the fuse board there. But when I built my home behind us, we had a huge digging to do into the field to get a level site, and we had to obviously cut that wire because we were going right through the middle of where we were digging. So I cut it over here, and instead of directing it that way, I took it right towards me into a little shed on the far side of that hedge. Hence the reason we don't want to be digging around that area either. So if we go down around that wire, I am going to turn it off, by the way. You have electric cable, turn the thing off, no matter where you think it is, just turn it off if you're working anywhere close to it. So fingers crossed, if the homework's done right, there'll be no risk of any pipes being broke or anything like that. Another thing I want to get lifted is this big concrete post. It's a hell of a size of a post. It's a bit short for a gate, but it might do something else. It's solid concrete. We're going to lift it, drop it up here somewhere out of the way, and I'm going to batter into it, taking off all them stones and concrete off the end of it. I'm going to reuse that somewhere because it's a big solid post and it's a shame for it to be sitting there. Anyway, that's what we're going to do today. Jerry will be here in a few minutes. I'm going to have a quick cup of tea before he comes, and we're going to power into it. Gerry's just down below. He's nearly at the house down below, so he isn't long digging it. So we've got the pipe here that I want to stick into this. Pick him up then and he can fill it in. Might need to twist this a wee bit. Nicole's just gone down there in front of me. She's going to try to twist the pipe because there's a lot of twists in it. Get the pipe nice and straight that sits down in the hole right. There, Nicole, yeah. You can see this here. That there is a clay pipe. And that's actually a shore. So I want to put a couple of stones on top of that and clean that out, that it doesn't bust. My father shored all of this ground with a pick and shovel, and you can see the depth that he put them down. Like that's down 1.5 feet. And he has this field and loads of the fields at home layered with them clay pipes, and all of that work was done with a pick and shovel. It was a savage amount of work, and the generation now, including myself, never experienced that style of work. That was just a whole different breed on their own. So we have a pipe busted here. That is going to that drinker. So I need to fix that as well. Job's a good one. I see Gerry left a peg here. He obviously found it in the middle of the field somewhere. Nicole, you normally move the fence, don't you? No. Anyway, you should never leave pegs laying out in the field like that, because you'll always forget where you put them. Even on the lanes. So me and Nicole are just tipping up here to our co-op because we need to pick up another roll of that heavy gauge pipe. The one we have just got us about halfway down. I knew it wasn't going to be enough, but I wasn't expecting Gerry to come today, and it kind of caught us a wee bit in the hop. So just going to tip up here. It's only 1.5 miles up the road. I have to get a joiner as well. Remind me, Nicole, to get a joiner, and that'll be it. We'll be back then to Gerry. Hopefully get this whole thing wrapped up in the next 2 hours. Finished. Alright, so Gerry will be fit to start filling that in, and I'll be fit to cross it here with the quad and bring down a new piece of pipe to join on to extend that the whole way down to that shed. What do you mean? Like, you don't have to go across that. You just go oh yeah, I never thought of that. It's a Wednesday, I can't even blame it on a Monday, but I don't understand why I didn't use the gap on the other side, and that way I would have been able to drive straight down to him instead of coming down here. So I'll do that. I thought of it, Nicole, you thought of it after me. You did, but yeah, she's right. And now I'm going to pull this pipe back a little bit. There's a little bit stretched there. Again, Nicole, that's your fault again. Right, I'll keep that down. Right, let's just fix this pipe. I think it's off. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. Yeah. We're fit to get a joiner on that. Just want to dig it back here. Just let it down a wee bit. It means you don't have to put on 2 joiners. And it's heavy gauge, so it'll be easy joined. I have me toolbox here full of joiners. Some of them old, some of them new. And here is exactly what we want. It's been used before. I'll save that piece for another job. I'm just messing. Straight, Adrian, straight. Gerry's just up here behind us. He's back at the very start again. He's going to start filling the pipe in now. We have it all kind of I'm sorry. Anyway, we have the pipe all laid out in the hole. We have that little 1/2-inch pipe fixed. Gerry can come along now and fill it in. And he'll not be long filling it in, so we better get a move on here. Heavy old brute. Back here. I must actually make a pipe reeler. Something simple, just put a roll of pipe on and roll it out. Definitely be handy today. As you can also see, we have a drunk post here in front of us like the rest of them. we are going to solve that problem. We're not going to be putting in any more of those. We're going to be fixing that problem once and for all, hopefully. We're just going to pull this pipe out. I'm not going to cut it because I'm down here alongside the house and I want to bring it in here somewhere. So I'll dig the rest of that myself because there's an old fence here. Again, as you can see, it's very sturdy. Come out. But I'm not going to cut this pipe because I have great confidence in myself and the fact that I cut it too short. I'm going to leave it here until we get it dug out. Right, so that's the pipe in. That was very easy. Yeah, very straightforward. So in here where the monster lives, I have to put a new door on. So I may have to do a little bit of work here now and have a wee bit of think. I think I can turn this motor around and that way I'd have the outlet this way. Oh, hold on, maybe this is the outlet. That's the inch, sorry, that's the outlet. This is the inlet, I think. I'm going to come in here onto the ground here, or I'll run around the back of this house maybe and come in the same way this one is. We'll figure that out as we go along. So this is our new pump you've seen already if you're watching us do this house up. I still have to put a new roof on it. There's plenty of work to be done, small jobs, but the most of a day I'd get it done. And it'll be a great job to get this running, fully insulated, a nice new door on it, and just tidy the thing up, and that'll be another job done, but we'll not jump ahead of ourselves just yet. Alright, so it's about a week later. We're back down this field and I did put some grass seed in this. I'm not sure if I showed it in this video or what video I showed it in, but I did. That grass seed is coming there now. You can see it piercing up through. But I want to tidy up an area here. I meant to do this a long time ago. Now, as you can see behind me, we have a couple of our usual suspects that are laying down. I am moving away from wooden posts. I have actual steel posts here on the back of the quad. I'm not going to mention any brands. I will make a video because I bought a load of these. Just local in my co-op. It won't be a sponsored video or anything like that. It'll be completely my own thing. And I will make a video on it fairly soon because there are things... Are you going to pull that out for me? Even she knows it's not right laying on the ground. I am sceptical of it. I know it will work in some areas, but I have a fear it won't work in others. So I'll put it to the test and I'll be fit to tell you exactly what I think of them when I have that done. Now if you looked in there, you'll see electric fence running down there to a double gates at the bottom. That electric fence runs the whole way up along the perimeter of this field and right up the whole way to the milking parlour. The reason that fence is there is because about 20 odd years ago I put this in, probably when I was around 9. My father, he used to hunt our cows over to the other farm in the summertime. So after our first cut was done, we'd made very little of a second cut. Probably only half of first cut was ever done in second cut. So we didn't make a whole pile of bales that time. Put our cows over to that one big hill, which kept the cows going for nearly 2 months of the year. It was good that time. It was just a bit of a torture having to walk cows over the road every morning and bring them home in the evening time, and things didn't always go to plan when traffic come along. Lovely quiet road till you put a cow on it. I kind of moved away from doing that, and we were able to manage our paddocks better here, put up back fences, just do things different here, and it left us that we had more grass. We were able to grow more grass and make better use of the grass that we had, and we haven't had to walk a cow over that other farm in at least 15 years, I'd say, at least. So there's no need for that fence to be there. Hence the reason it's all layered with grass in the inside. I used to come down and used to spray it and used to keep it clean because it is a gravelled area behind there, but it's just a bit of an eyesore when you're coming down the lane behind from the house. You're looking in at it, and my father even said so himself, it's a wee bit of an eyesore. I am only going to do it from here down to that double gates. I am not taking this one here out because up there there's a drinker, and just above that drinker there is a gap, and there's a gap then every 150 yards, and that's brilliant for strip grazing, as I can back fence, bring the cows down the pass rather than walking through the field. So that part is serving a great purpose. I'm going to leave that there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take this wire here and we're going to fix it onto the side of this building here. So there's our fence up. I'll just show you what I was doing over here. Quite simple. I decided to put this guy on here so that it's connected now to the main line that's coming down. So I can just hook it off. If I want to go in here, I want to work in around the well, which I am going to be doing now the next couple of days. I can just unhook it and that's the electric off it. Simple as that. I just put a kind of a flexible wire on there instead of a plain wire. Down here, just to show you real quick before I do leave, a lot of our posts, well, all these posts, the whole way down here, buried into that hedge, are all rotten. They're all laying on the ground. So I just uncovered this area here, and that's what I was trimming at, trying to get the wire, because I knew the wire was down, practically down in the drain between us and the neighbour. Drove these guys in, and you can see that's that area there fixed. I'm going to leave it here for now, because I need to go and start doing another couple of jobs. What we will do here, it's a job on its own, is get the pipe into this house now, and then we'll start hooking up our pump in there and get this whole thing up and running. I'm not going to do that in this video because that would take quite a long time. You could skip through it, I suppose, and only show bits of it, but I like to show the whole process from start to finish if I can. So anyway, I'm going to leave that for another day. See you now.